it is time for math. And today in math, we are doing some more subtraction action. Yesterday in our math, we had done subtraction facts where our whole was 11 or 12, and that's what we were taking away from. And remember, we compared those numbers. We said, well, 11 is only 1 more than 10. And 12 is only 2 more than 10. Because you have such strong number sense that you are able to relate those numbers. So today what we're going to do is we are going to practice our number sense again in a different way. We're going to be subtracting from the numbers 13 and 14. And when we're doing this, we're going to take a look at our subtraction equations in whole, part, which I know you already know. We've been talking about it anyway. We talked about it at the beginning of first grade when we first were doing subtraction, and we're doing it again. But what I really want you to pay attention to is when we're doing it is that this is still kind of new. So after I solve it, I'm going to check with a related fact. Now remember, a few days ago I talked about how addition and subtraction, they're really just the opposites of each other, right? They have a related fact, and we have all of those related facts in a fact family. So we'll get to talk about some of those today. Let's warm up our minds, right? You can always tell moms and dads to look up Jack Hartman, right? Move your brain and body. Get ready for math. As a fun way to warm up. I know I trust you to warm up your body all by yourself, so let's warm up our brain with a little bit of mental math before we start with 13 and 14, okay? So if you can, I know you can, what is 10 minus 4? 6, absolutely. Well, if 10 minus 4 is 6, then 11 minus 4 must be 7. That's right. Okay, let's try another one. What is 10 minus 5? That's an easy one. 5. What's 11 minus 5? 6. You're rocking it. Okay, challenge. What's 12 minus 5? 7. That's right. If 10 minus 5 is 5, and 12 is 2 more than 10, then the answer is going to be 2 more than 5. Well, 2 more than 5 is 7. Okay, guys, one more. Let's see if you can handle this one. This one's tricky. 11 minus 9. You got it. The answer is 2. Oh, kiss those brains, first graders. You're so smart. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, like I mentioned before, is our subtraction from the big numbers 13 and that big number 14. And what we're going to pay close attention to is that part, whole. So take out your 10 frames, take out your counters, and I want you to do along with me the way I'm doing it too. Okay? You got it. Okay. So we're going to start with a girl named Tegan. And Tegan has 14 shirts. That sounds important. I'm going to remember that. 7 of her shirts are white. How many shirts are not white? Well, so I know my problem is 14. 14 is the whole, right? She has 14. 7 are white. What's the rest? So what they're really asking me to do is just decompose the number, right? I'm taking it away. Here's my whole. I'm taking away one part. What's the other part? Let's see if we can find out. Let's fill my 10 frames and make them look like the number 14. I know that if I fill that 10 frame, that right there is a 10. You got it. And 4 more in my other 10 frame, I know that 10 and 4 makes 14. So what I want to do is take away 7. So here's what I'm going to do. If I leave this 4 here, it would be the same as me bringing 1 if I made this to be 7, right? So now I have 7 here. I took 7 away. What am I left with? 7. You got it. Now I could do this another way too. Let's say I don't have my 10 frame here. And I just have my counters on the outside. I want to give you guys options. I want to make sure you understand this, okay? I know this one's probably easy. I know you got this, but let's just practice anyway. So I have my full 10 frame, and I have my 4 extra, and I want to take 7 away. So if you were doing it in your book, you could circle 7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of circling it, I'm going to flip them over to the other color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know all together, the whole, all of that was 14. And I'm flipping these over to show that that's 7. That's her 7 white shirts. That's one part that I know. Now, what's left over of the red is the other part. What's the other part? 5, 6, 7. Now, what we really want to practice today is if we know that my subtraction, right, is whole, part, part. I can solve by doing a related addition fact, right? What would my related addition fact be? Well, my related addition fact is going to have my whole as the sum, right? In addition, the whole is at the end. So I'm going to do part plus part equals whole. What's my part plus part? 7 plus 7 equals 14. Is that correct? Yeah, that's one of our doubles facts. So I solved my subtraction equation, and I checked and solved it, made sure that I was right with my addition fact, because these are related facts, right? They would live in the same fact family. They are the same fact family, right? Here's the fact family, 7 and 7 and 14. They live in the same fact family. And because it's a doubles fact, the related addition fact is going to be the same, right? I would put this 7 here and put this 7 here. My 7s stay the same. So we know our doubles facts, the fact families look very similar. So let's see if we can try another one. Those related facts help us know subtraction and addition. And those related facts help us with our number sense so much. I love related facts. I love fact families. They are so much fun. Okay. All right, guys. In our books, if you're on page 339, I still want you to use your 10 frames and your counters. I want you to do this with me. Okay, but you also have your 10 frames in the books, okay? So know that you're following along in your book, but I want you to do this with me too. That way I know you understand it, okay? All right, so number 1 is 14 minus 8. So my whole, I am starting with 14. 14 minus 8. 8 is my part. I don't know the other part. I don't know the difference. So here's number 14 again. I'm starting with 14. I'm going to fill my 10 frame. I'm going to have 4 more here. Number 14 again, except this time we're taking away a different part. So what I'm going to do, if you're doing it in your book, circle the counters. What I want you to do with your counters, just like I am, I have my whole right here. Here's the whole. There's 14 that I started with. I'm going to take away 8. To do that, I'm going to flip them over, make them yellow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That shows me that part. Now the red that's left over is going to be that other part. What's left of the red? 6, absolutely. Now let's see if I can do an addition fact, a related addition fact, to check and see if I'm right. So if this is whole, part, part, then my addition fact is going to be part, part, whole. 6 plus 8 equals 14. Is that correct? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here's my whole, right? 6 plus 8 equals 14. I know it's 14 because there's a full 10 frame. 11, 12, 13, 14. That's right. Let's see if we can come up with the rest of the fact family for this family. 8 and 6 and 14. Well, I'm starting with I have 14 minus 8 equals 6. The related subtraction fact would be 14 take away 6 equals 8. And my addition fact, I have 6 plus 8 equals 14. The other related addition fact, which I could have also used to check, I switched my parts, right? 8 plus 6 equals 14. And there's our fact family. Now remember, a related fact is just any one of these to each other. This is our fact family. Related fact can be addition, it can be subtraction. It depends on what you have. All right, guys. The more we do our subtraction, the more we do related facts, our number sense gets so strong, and I'm so proud of you. All right, number 2. 13 take away 4. Now they have it written vertically. We know that vertically, horizontally, doesn't matter. We read it the same. We won't get tricked. So my whole is 13. I'm taking away a part. I don't know what my other part is. So I'm going to start with 13. I'm going to have 13 red counters. I want you to do the same. 13 red counters, right? Here's my 13. What am I taking away? I'm taking away 4. I'm taking away one part. So by doing that, I'm going to flip over my yellow so I can see that part. 1, 2, 3, 4. If 4 is one part, what's the other part? 9. You got it. If my subtraction sentence is 13 take away 4 equals 9, what could a related addition sentence be, or a related fact? I take my parts, right? 4 plus 9 equals 13. Is that correct? Absolutely, right? We know that if I break this apart into a 1 and a 3, that 1 and 10 makes, 1 and 9 makes 10, and 3 more is 13. Or also, so many of us have figured out that 9 is just 1 less than 10. So this answer is going to be just 1 less than what it would be, right? You guys are so smart. All right, turn that page, first graders. Okay. There are no pictures of 10 frames this time, so make sure you have your 10 frames and your counters with you, okay? And follow along with me the way I'm doing my 10 frames. Number 3 is 14 take away 6. My whole, part. Let's keep writing that. Whole, take away one part. We want to find out the other part. We want to find out that difference. So we're starting with 14. I got my full 10 frame, that's 4, my full 10 frame is 10, and I have 4 extra. Okay, how are we going to solve this? I have my whole. I'm going to flip these over to show this part. How many am I going to flip over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 14, take away 6. How many reds do I have left? 8. But I'm not satisfied just yet. I want to come up with a related addition fact to make sure that I'm right, because 14 is a hard number to subtract from. So let's check. If whole take away part equals part is my subtraction, what's my addition? Part plus part equals whole. Let's start with this part. 8 plus 6 equals 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 reds plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yellows. Does that give me 14? Yes, it does. I have a full 10 frame. 11, 12, 13, 14. These are related facts. 14, 6, 8. Right? Those related facts are when the parts are all the same. The parts are the same and the whole is the same. Whew! We are doing some serious work here, guys. I am so proud and impressed. All right. Let's go to number 4. 13 minus 7 equals what? How can we solve this? If 13 is my whole, 7 is my part, what's my other part? Well, I'm going to keep doing it the same way. I hope you have your counters ready. We want 13 red counters. That's my whole. I want to show this part, that way I can see this part. So let's flip over 7 of our red counters and make them yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 take away 7 is, how many red do I have left? 6. You got it. What is my related addition fact? Here's my whole, here's my part, here's my part. What's my related addition fact, guys? 6 plus 7 equals 13. Wait. Let me ask you a question. Could my related fact also be 7 plus 6 equals 13? Could I do that related fact too? Either one, right? These are related, which means these are all related, right? They all belong to the same fact family. So if I have this and you have this, does that make you wrong? No. Does that make me wrong? No. They both solve the same answer, right? I have 6 reds and 7 yellows. Or I could say I have 7 yellows and 6 reds. It's just a different way of putting it in order, right? Just the same way writing it vertically or writing it horizontally. Doesn't change what the numbers are. Okay. Number 5. 14 take away 9 equals what? All right, let's get those counters ready in your tens frames. We want 14 red. Okay, you ready? Here's my whole, and I see my whole. There's my whole number that I'm working with. I want to take away this part. Ooh, but I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the other part is. Subtraction is really just us doing what? Subtraction is us decomposing that number. Finding that missing number bond, right? That's all subtraction is. We're just decomposing this number. We're fine. This is the whole. Here are the parts. So, I know 14 is the whole. I want to take away 9. Let's flip over 9 reds and make them yellow so I can see what my missing part is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 14 take away 9 equals 5. All right. I know you know this already. I bet you're shouting it out all the way. I can hear you. I think I can hear you. My related addition fact is 5 plus 9 equals 14. Or it could be 9 plus 5 equals 14. Whew! Oh man, what an awesome, almost complete fact family this is. What would the last subtraction related fact be to make this fact family complete? I have my 2 addition facts. I have 1 subtraction fact. 14 take away, I switch my parts. 5 equals 9. To make a happy fact family. What a sweet fact family they are, aren't they? Stephen's being silly. Right? We know our number sense is so strong. If I can figure these out, I can figure out everything that's related with these numbers, right? If I know one of them, I know them all. All right, guys, that got us to number 5. Let's go to number 6. 14 take away 5. Now they have it written vertically. 14 take away 5. And we're going to write the related addition fact also vertically. Doesn't change. We're just writing it up and down. So, make sure you have your red 14 counters ready. We want 14. This sounds familiar. I feel like I just wrote this in a fact family, but I don't remember. Let's see if we can solve it. 14 is my whole. I'm going to take away 5. I'm going to do that by flipping over my reds, make them yellow so I can see what the two parts are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14 was my whole. 5 was one part. What's the other part? 9. Absolutely. Guys, that was the fact family we just wrote, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, see, the more we practice it, the more I say, I know that. I know I just did it. So, we just did this fact family. What's what is a related addition fact? Well, we know our whole is going to be on the bottom, right? That's where the sum is. So here's what it looks like. We want to know, we have to write this add end, and we have to write this add end. We know that in addition, the whole is always the sum, right? Subtraction, we start with the biggest number. Addition, we end with the biggest number. So we know 14 goes there. Can I put my parts in each spot? Does it matter? Doesn't matter. So I'm going to write 5 plus 9. But you know I could also write 9 plus 5 equals 14. When we have it written vertically, remember that that line across, that long line, remember, think of it just like our equal sign. Think he just got moved up, right? He just got extended. Okay? It became one flat line instead of two short ones. Okay. You rocked it. That was number 6. All right, boys. Number 7. 13. Take away 8. Do they have, this one's vertical also. 13. Take away 8. So what are we going to do? Have your 10 frames ready. I want 13 red. 13 red. There's my whole. That's what I'm starting with. I'm going to take away 8. That's one part. I want to find the missing part. What's the difference? If I have 13 and I take away 8, what's the difference? What's my other part? So what are we doing? We're making how many yellow? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's my missing part? 5. Okay, tell me, how am I going to write my related addition fact? Do I start with 13? No. 13 is going to go to the bottom, right? Our related addition facts, our whole is always at the end. These are my parts. I'm going to do 8 plus 5. Does 8 plus 5 equal 13? Did I do my subtraction correctly? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that give me 13? I have a full 10 frame. 1, 2, 3. That makes 13. Oh, big round of applause. This is, whew. We are breezing through 13 and 14 subtraction problems, guys. And they're related addition facts, too. Okay, number 8. 13, take away 6. 13, take away 6. Okay, flip your counters over. Okay, my whole is 13. I'm starting with 13. I'm going to lose or take away this part so that I can figure out what this part is. I'm going to do that by flipping over my counters. Are your counters ready? Let's make them yellow. How many am I making yellow? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 13 is my whole. 6 is one part. What's the other part? 7. Wow. 13 take away 6 gives me 7. But you know what? I'm not sure. Let me write my related addition fact just to make sure. What would it be? 6 plus 7 equals 13. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that equal 13? This is correct. And because this is correct, I know that this is correct. Woo! All right, guys, let's do our problem solving together. And you can do the next page all by yourself. Whenever we're reading a problem, right, we have to read the problem, make a plan, write the plan, and then solve it. And when we're solving, sometimes we're checking how we solved it, right? Every time we're doing today, we're checking our solving answer by solving it with a related addition fact. So let's read this question. Rachel went on a hike. She collected 14 stones. Well, I'm going to remember that part. That sounds important. How many she collected. She collected 14 stones and 9 leaves. That also sounds important. How many more stones did she collect than leaves? So she found 14 stones and 9 leaves. And they want to know how many more stones she got. So they want to know the difference between the two numbers. So that means I'm going to do a subtraction problem. And whenever I do subtraction, I always start with the whole. What's my bigger number? 14 or 9? 14, you got it. So my question is going to be 14 take away 9 equals what? Okay, I read the question. I made a plan, and in order to make that plan, I wrote it out. Now it's time for us to solve. On your 10 frames, let me see 14 red counters. That's our whole. She had 14 stones. She also had 9 leaves. We want to know how many more stones she had. So 1 to 1, right? We know that 9 of these equals the same amount of stones she had. So whatever's left over, whatever the other part is, would be how many more she had. That would be the difference, the other part. So I'm going to find this part by flipping over 9 and making them yellow. Okay? Yeah, let's do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 14 take away 9 gives me 5. I want to try this in a different strategy too. That's the one we've been doing this whole time. Let's try something that we did 2 days ago. How we use the strategy of making 10 to subtract. Here's my number. Remember we did this 2 days ago? Here's my 2-digit number that I'm taking away from. I want to make this number 10. Well, I know that the value of this 1, it's a 1 in the tens place. That tells me that the value of that number is 10. I know the value of this number is 4 ones. So if I take away those 4 ones, I will have 10. Can I decompose this number so that it is 4 and something else? Yes, 4 and 5. So we're taking away 4, and we're also going to take away 5. So our next, right, this becomes a 3-digit, right? We're coming to 3 numbers here. 14, take away 4, take away 5. Now I'm doing that because I know 14 take away 4 is 10. And guys, because I know that, I know, I just dropped this down, right? This comes down here because I didn't do it yet. 10 take away 5 equals what? Boom, 5. And remember, we saw that here too. So there are different ways to solve the same problem. You have to find the way that works best for you, right? Sometimes it's easy to see that I can make 10 easy. 10 and 5, that's a number fact that I know so strong. So there are so many different ways to do subtraction. Sometimes it seems like too many ways. You say, Miss Egan, just show me one way. But I want you guys to have all the tools. You are so smart. You are so capable. And you can do this. I know you can. So the write about it at the bottom of the page. Write a math story about subtracting 13 or 14 and show how you can add to check the answer. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys the story. And when you have mom and dads put your math on Seesaw for me, I definitely want to see this answer, okay? I want to see how you wrote the problem that I'm giving you, okay? All right, Miss Egan had 14 berries. I'm going to write the number. Or let's do it with my 10 frame here. I had 14 berries. That's what I start with. I start with 14. I ate 6 of them. So I start with 14, and you're going to take away, how many are you going to take away? You're going to take away 6. What's the difference? I want you to tell me the difference. 14, take away. Let's write it here so you can see. 14, take away 6 equals what? You have to solve that. And you have to show me the related addition fact. So once I solve this, I know my related addition fact is going to be what plus what equals what? Miss Egan had 14 berries. I ate 6. How many do I have left? And then show me the related addition fact too. Okay? All right, and then there are 2 questions. There are 3 questions on the next page that I want you to do all by yourself too, okay? Have fun. Your number sense is getting stronger and stronger every day. I am so proud of you, first grade mathematicians. Have fun. See you later.